Welcome, my amazing friend. Have you ever noticed the voice inside your head? That small voice that talks to you when no one else is around? That voice that says, "You're not good enough," or "You can't do this," or even, "Why try?" This voice might sound like it's protecting you, but in reality, it's often the thing that is stopping you. What if you could change that voice? What if you could talk to yourself like a winner? What if that small voice could become your biggest supporter instead of your loudest critic? The way we talk to ourselves decides how we live our lives. Many people do not realize that their thoughts become their reality. If you tell yourself every day that you are a failure, your brain will believe it. Your actions will follow, and your life will reflect that belief. But if you start telling yourself that you are strong, smart, and capable, even if you don't fully believe it at first, your brain will begin to accept it. Over time, you will start living like a winner because that's how you see yourself. We all talk to ourselves, even if we don't do it out loud. Self-talk happens every day. In the morning when we wake up, in the mirror before we go to work or school, in the middle of a test, after a mistake, or when we're chasing a dream. The words we say to ourselves are powerful. They shape our mood, our energy, and our actions, and those actions create our reality. That's why changing your words can truly change your world. Let's start by thinking about this. Would you say the same things to your best friend that you say to yourself? Imagine your friend tried something and failed. Would you say, "You're so stupid, you'll never be good enough," or "Why did you even try?" No, you would say, "It's okay. You'll do better next time. I believe in you." So why don't we say these kind words to ourselves? It's time to flip the script. It's time to start talking to yourself like a winner. 1. Winners don't speak defeat. One of the biggest differences between people who succeed and people who stay stuck is their inner voice. It's not just about working hard or being lucky. It's about how they speak to themselves when no one is listening. Winners do not speak words of defeat. They don't spend time saying things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough." Instead, they choose words of hope, strength, and progress. When something feels difficult, they don't give up by saying, "This is too hard." They say, "This is a challenge, and I'm ready to face it." When they're learning something new, they don't say, "I'll never be good at this." They remind themselves, "I'm learning and growing every day." They understand that progress takes time, and they're patient with themselves. They cheer for their own efforts, even if they are small. Words are powerful. Every time you speak, you're planting seeds in your mind. If you plant seeds of fear, doubt, and weakness, those will grow. You will start to believe them, and you will act like them. But if you plant seeds of courage, belief, and strength, you will grow stronger. You will move forward with confidence. Your words shape your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your actions. You don't have to wait until you become successful to talk like a winner. You must talk like a winner to become successful. Even when you're just beginning, even when you fail, even when life is hard, that's the moment when strong self-talk matters most. Winners are not perfect, but they never speak defeat. They speak faith, strength, and determination, especially when things are tough. And that mindset makes all the difference. 2. Your brain believes what you tell it. Here's something truly powerful. Your brain believes what you tell it, especially if you say it again and again. Your brain cannot always tell the difference between truth and a lie if the message is repeated often enough. That means the words you speak to yourself have a deep effect, even if they are not true at first. If you say, "I'm not good enough," your brain starts to believe it. If you say, "I can't do this," your brain starts to look for proof to support that thought. But here's the good news. This works the other way too. If you say, "I can learn this," your brain will believe that. If you say, "I'm calm and in control," your brain will begin to act like it. That's why winners are careful with their words. They understand that self-talk is not just background noise, it's training, it's mental programming. Winners speak with purpose. They say things like, "I've got this," or "I'm strong enough for this challenge." They repeat positive thoughts over and over until those thoughts become beliefs. And those beliefs turn into actions. When you believe you're capable, you take steps forward. When you believe you can learn, you don't give up. Slowly, the mind changes. And when your mind changes, your entire life follows. So don't feed your brain with fear, doubt, or the negative things others said about you. Feed it with strength, hope, and belief. Start telling your brain who you want to become. Say, "I'm improving." Say, "I believe in myself." Say, "I am becoming better every day." It's not lying. It's building faith in your future, and that faith is the first step toward real growth. 3. Be the coach, not the critic. Inside every person, there are two inner voices that speak. One is the critic. The other is the coach. The critic is the voice that notices every mistake you make. It tells you that you're not good enough. It says things like, "You always mess up," or "Why even try?" This voice is loud, negative, and unkind. It doesn't help you grow. It just makes you feel small. Then there is the coach. The coach also sees your mistakes, but it doesn't attack you. Instead, it says, "Let's try again." The coach pushes you to improve, but with kindness and belief. It says, "You can do this. Keep going. You're learning." A good coach gives correction without shame. It doesn't give up on you. It wants you to succeed and become stronger. Most people don't realize they are listening to the critic more than the coach. They let that negative voice take control. But winners know better. They choose to listen to the coach inside. They know life is already full of challenges, so there's no need to make it harder by being cruel to yourself. When winners fail, they don't say, "I'm a loser." They say, "This is just part of learning." When they feel tired, they don't say, "I can't do this." They say, "Rest, then rise. We're not finished yet." When they feel weak, they say, "You've already come so far. Don't stop." Now ask yourself, which voice do you listen to more, the critic or the coach? Start training your inner voice to be your best coach. Speak to yourself with strength, support, and belief. Push yourself forward with love, not hate. Encourage yourself like a good teacher would. That's the mindset that creates winners. That's how you grow with power and purpose. 4. Your words create your energy. Have you ever noticed how your body feels when you speak negatively to yourself? When you say things like, "I'm so bad at this. Nothing ever works out for me. Why do I always fail?" Your whole body reacts. You feel heavy, you feel tired, your shoulders drop, your steps slow down, your mind becomes foggy, you lose energy. It becomes harder to take action. That's not just emotion. It's energy being drained by your own words. Now think about how you feel when you say something positive. Imagine saying, "I can handle this," or "I'm getting better every day," or "This challenge is making me stronger." Suddenly you feel lighter. Your posture improves. Your steps feel quicker. You breathe deeper. You feel more alive and awake. That's because your words are like fuel. They either charge you up or drain your battery. Your energy is not only about food or rest, it's also about mindset. The words you say, even silently in your mind, affect how your body feels and how your spirit moves. You don't have to wait for a good day to speak good words. You can choose good words first, and they will help create a better day. So don't wait to feel motivated. Use your words to create motivation. Even if you feel tired, say, "I can still do a little more." Even if you feel scared, say, "I'll face it one step at a time." Even if you feel weak, say, "Strength is growing in me." Speak energy into your life. Speak life into your journey. Say, "I'm the kind of person who keeps going." Use your voice like a champion. Your words are your power. Use them to build yourself up, not tear yourself down. 5. Replace "I can't" with "how can I." One of the biggest differences between people who give up and people who grow is the way they speak when they face a challenge. Losers often say, "I can't." It's a simple phrase, but it stops all progress. It closes the door to learning, to effort, and to possibility. When you say, "I can't," your brain hears it as a final decision. It shuts down. It doesn't even try to think of a solution. But winners don't talk that way. Winners ask questions. Instead of saying, "I can't," they ask, "How can I?" These 3 words may seem small, but they are powerful. "How can I" turns a dead end into a doorway. It makes your brain start looking for answers. It keeps you curious. It keeps you moving. For example, imagine you want to become fluent in English. If you say, "I can't speak English," your journey ends before it begins. But if you ask, "How can I speak English better?" your mind opens. You might think of watching English shows, reading simple books, using language apps, or joining conversation groups. Suddenly, you are thinking in the direction of progress. This shift in language works for everything. If you're struggling with focus, don't say, "I can't concentrate." Say, "How can I improve my focus?" You may decide to turn off distractions, set time limits, or take short breaks. If you feel out of shape, don't say, "I can't get fit." Ask, "How can I start moving more each day?" You might walk 15 minutes daily or choose healthier meals. Questions create answers. That's the mindset of a winner. Don't shut your brain down with negative statements. Challenge your mind with empowering questions. Replace I can't with how can I, and watch how your life begins to change. 6. Speak to the future. You close your eyes for a moment and imagine the best version of yourself. Imagine the future you, the one who wakes up early, feels confident, speaks clearly, stays strong in tough times, and keeps growing no matter what. That version of you is not a fantasy. It's a possibility. It's already being built every single day by the small choices you make, and most importantly, by the words you speak to yourself. When you talk to yourself, speak like that future version of you is already on the way. Say, I'm getting better at this. Say, I'm proud of my progress. Say, I'm learning to handle life with confidence. These kinds of words don't come from fear or failure. They come from hope and belief. They come from someone who is on the path forward. Too many people speak from a place of regret. They say, I always mess up, or I'm not good enough, or it's too late for me. But winners don't talk like that. They know that their words are shaping who they are becoming. So they speak as if their future is already happening. They say, I'm growing stronger every day. Even if they feel weak, they say, I can handle this. Even if they are nervous, they speak from their vision, not their fear. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing words that give you power instead of pain. When you talk like the person you want to become, you start walking in that direction. You feel stronger, think clearer, and take better actions. That's how transformation begins. So speak to the future. Speak as if you already believe in your own growth, because the truth is, you are becoming that person step by step, word by word. 7. Speak. Gratitude, not guilt. Many people carry a heavy weight inside their minds. Guilt. They think about mistakes they made, people they may have disappointed, or chances they didn't take. Their self-talk becomes full of blame. I should have done better. I messed up. It's all my fault. This kind of thinking traps you in the past like a cage you cannot escape. It holds you back from moving forward and growing. But winners see things differently. They understand a simple but powerful truth. Guilt does not build anything. It only tears you down. What builds you up is gratitude. Instead of beating themselves up, winners say things like, I'm thankful for what I've learned. They say, I'm grateful for another chance to try. Even when they fail, they remind themselves, I didn't get it right this time, but I'm still here, and that means I can try again. Gratitude changes your mindset from one of punishment to one of possibility. It helps you see the good that is already in your life instead of only noticing what is missing or what went wrong. When you wake up, don't say, ugh, another hard day. Instead say, I'm thankful for this new day to grow and improve. When you fail, don't say, I ruined everything. Instead say, I learned something important that will help me next time. Talking to yourself with kindness and grace is one of the most powerful things you can do. Show yourself mercy and patience. Remember, you are human, not a machine. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to start again. When you speak gratitude over your life, you begin to notice more and more things to be grateful for. And with gratitude, your heart grows stronger and your mind becomes clearer. That's how winners think, with a thankful heart, ready to rise again. 8. Remove these negative words from your vocabulary. Words are powerful. Some words might seem small or simple, but they carry heavy meaning. If you want to talk to yourself like a winner, there are certain words you need to stop using because they hold you back. These words make you feel smaller and weaker than you really are. The first word to remove is just. You might say, I'm just trying, or I just got lucky, or it's just a small step. When you say just, you are shrinking your effort. You are making your hard work sound less important. It's like you are saying, my effort is not enough. But your effort is always important. So stop saying just. Instead, say, I'm trying. Say, I worked hard for this. Say, this step matters. Stand behind your actions with confidence and pride. Another pair of words to remove from your self-talk are always and never, especially when you use them negatively. Saying, I always fail or I never get it right is not true. It's easy to feel frustrated, but these words are too extreme. They make you believe you will never improve. Instead, say, sometimes I fail, but I always learn. Or say, I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. These words open the door to hope and growth. Finally, stop saying, I'm not good enough. This sentence destroys more dreams than failure ever could. You are not perfect, but you are enough right now. You are enough to start. You are enough to keep going. Speak to yourself with words that lift you up, not words that lock you down. Changing your words changes your world. Remove these negative words, and you will start to feel stronger, braver, and more ready to succeed. 9. Celebrate small wins with strong words. Winners understand a secret many people miss. Success is not only about reaching the final goal, it is also about celebrating every small step along the way. Winners don't wait to feel proud until they win the biggest prize or finish the hardest task. Instead, they notice every little progress they make. They speak to themselves with encouragement and kindness. That was a good choice. I'm proud of that effort. That took real courage. When you talk to yourself like this, something amazing happens. Your mind feels rewarded. Your confidence grows. You begin to believe that success is possible. And when you believe in yourself, you work harder. You keep going even when things get tough. This is how small wins create big change. Think about your own day. Did you study for just 1 hour? Say, well done. Did you stay calm when you wanted to get angry? Say, that was strong. Did you wake up early, exercise, read a book, say no to a bad habit, or help someone? Celebrate it. Tell yourself, I did something good. These moments matter more than you might think. They build your inner strength step by step. Remember, it's not about being perfect. No one is perfect. What matters is being proud of every step you take, no matter how small. Winners don't wait until the end to feel like winners. They speak like winners now, at every stage of their journey. They give themselves credit. They use strong words that lift them up. and this is the way to become the person you want to be. 10. Your voice sets the tone of your life. Imagine your life is like a song. Every part of that song, the melody, the rhythm, the feeling, is created by your inner voice. If your voice is full of fear, your life sounds unsure and quiet, like a sad song with soft notes. If your voice is full of anger, your life feels heavy and loud, like a stormy song with crashing drums. But if your voice is full of belief and hope, your life becomes a rising, joyful tune, a melody full of action, courage, and growth. Your inner voice is always talking, even when you don't notice. Whether you are walking down the street, studying for a test, working hard, or resting quietly, that voice is there. It is like music playing in the background of your mind, and this music affects everything you do. You cannot always control what happens around you, but you can control what your inner voice says, and that choice can change everything about your life. When you change your tone inside, from harsh to kind, from scared to strong, from weak to wise, you change how your life feels. When your words inside are gentle and encouraging, your days become smoother. When your thoughts are brave and confident, you feel ready to face any challenge. Speak to yourself in a way that makes your life feel bold, bright, and full of hope. Winners understand this power. They take control of their inner soundtrack. They write new words for their song. They sing new beliefs about themselves, and over time, their lives start to dance to a new, happy rhythm. This is the power of your voice. Use it well, and watch your life become the music you want to hear. 11th, don't wait for others to encourage you. Sometimes we wait for other people to encourage us. We want someone to say, "You're doing great," or "You're smart," or "You can do this." It feels good when others notice our hard work and say kind words. But what happens if no one says these things? What if no one cheers for you or tells you that you're on the right path? Winners understand something important. They don't wait for others to give them encouragement. They learn to speak to themselves with kindness and strength. Every morning they wake up and say, "I'm proud of myself." When they look in the mirror, they tell themselves, "You've got this." When they face hard challenges, they remind themselves, "I am enough." You are your own best supporter. You can choose to be your own biggest cheerleader. When no one notices your effort, you do. When no one understands your dreams, you do. When no one supports your growth, you do. That kind of self-belief is what helps winners keep going, even when the world is quiet or tough. Waiting for others to encourage you is like waiting for the sun to shine on a cloudy day. You might have to wait a long time, but when you learn to encourage yourself, you carry your own sunshine inside. Your words become your power. Your support becomes your strength. So start today. Talk to yourself like you are your own champion. Cheer yourself on. Celebrate your small wins. Believe in your own power. This is how winners rise, not because the world always tells them, "Well done," but because they tell themselves every day, "I'm doing great. I will keep going." 12th, rehearse victory daily. Talking to yourself like a winner is not something you do just once or only when you feel strong. It is a daily practice. Winners know this well. They don't wait for a big moment like a test, a meeting, or a challenge to start speaking positive and powerful words. Instead, they rehearse success every day. They build the habit of strong self-talk. Before distractions come, winners say to themselves, "I'm focused." Before temptation tries to pull them away, they say, "I'm disciplined." Before chaos or stress arrives, they say, "I'm calm." They prepare their minds ahead of time. This daily rehearsal trains their brain to respond with strength and confidence. You can do this too. You need to say your power words before you feel perfect or ready. Say, "I'm confident." Even if you feel nervous, say, "I can handle this even if it feels hard." Say it before fear or doubt shows up. This is how you build mental strength. This is how you create a strong inner world that supports your goals. Make it a habit. Start your morning with words like, "Today is a new chance," or "I'm going to give my best." End your day with peaceful thoughts like, "I did my best," or "I'm growing every day." Speak your goals out loud. Speak your dreams. Speak who you want to be. Repeat these words so many times that your mind remembers success like a song. Winners don't wait to feel good to speak well. They speak well, so they will feel good. They practice this every day until their words become their reality. You can do the same. Rehearse victory daily and watch your life change. 13th, turn self-talk into a daily ritual. Think about one simple habit you do every day without fail, like brushing your teeth. It may seem small, but it keeps your mouth healthy and clean. Self-talk works the same way for your mind. When you practice positive self-talk every day, it keeps your mind clear, focused, and free from doubt, fear, and negativity. The problem is, most people forget this habit. They only notice their inner voice when something bad happens. They get upset or scared, and then they pay attention to what they say to themselves. But winners are different. They train their minds daily, just like brushing their teeth or stretching their body every morning. They don't wait for problems to start talking kindly to themselves. They do it as a daily routine. You can make self-talk your daily ritual too. Every morning, stand in front of a mirror and say strong, positive words. Tell yourself, "I am focused today. I will give my best," or "I have what it takes to succeed." At night, take a moment to reflect and say, "I'm proud of what I did today. I learned something new." Or, "Tomorrow I'll rise again and keep going." To make this easier, write your favorite positive phrases on paper and keep them where you can see them. Say them out loud every day. If you want, record your voice speaking these affirmations and listen to them often. Make this habit part of your life, just like eating, sleeping, or moving your body. When you practice self-talk regularly and with intention, you will feel a real shift inside. You will feel stronger, more positive, and more in control of your thoughts. Winners don't just speak randomly. They speak with purpose every day. They know their words shape their reality, and so should you. 14th, protect your mind from outside voices. Your own voice inside your mind is very powerful. It shapes how you feel, what you believe, and how you act. But sometimes outside voices try to take over your thoughts. These outside voices are other people's opinions, doubts, and negative comments. Maybe someone says, "You're not smart enough," or "That dream is too big for you," or even, "You can't do that." If you are not careful, you might start to believe those words and repeat them inside your head. When you repeat negative words again and again, you begin to accept them as truth. This can stop you from moving forward and reaching your goals. Winners know how to protect their minds from these outside voices. They do not accept every opinion or let every negative comment stay in their hearts. Instead, they learn to filter what they hear. They decide which words are helpful and which words are harmful. When someone tries to bring them down, they answer in their mind with strong positive thoughts. For example, if someone says, "You will never make it," a winner's inner voice answers, "Watch me." This simple answer shows confidence and strength. Protecting your mind does not mean ignoring all advice or closing yourself off. It means knowing which words to keep and grow, and which words to let go. Think about it like planting seeds. A seed can grow into a big, strong tree, but only if you water it. So don't water the seeds of doubt and fear. Instead, water the seeds of courage, belief, and hope. Train your mind to be a strong gatekeeper. Let only the thoughts and words that help you grow come in. Speak louder to yourself than the world speaks to you. That's how winners keep their power and keep moving forward no matter what others say. The 15th, speak like the person you want to become. Right now, you might not feel like a winner. Maybe you feel behind compared to others. Maybe you feel confused about your next steps. Or maybe life feels heavy, full of challenges and setbacks. That is normal. Everyone faces moments like this. But here is an important truth. You don't have to wait until you feel like it to speak like a winner. You can start right now. Talk to yourself like the person you want to become, not the person you used to be or the person you are right now. Say to yourself, "I am strong." Even when your body feels tired and your mind feels weak, say, "I am disciplined." Even when you have made mistakes or lost focus, say, "I am growing." Even when progress feels slow or invisible, these words might feel strange at first, but speaking like your future self changes your present. Your thoughts and words are powerful tools. When you say these things, your brain begins to accept them as possible. You start moving in that direction without even realizing it. This is the secret to real growth. You don't become who you want to be by waiting for perfect feelings or perfect moments. You grow into your words. So, choose to speak words that describe someone powerful, focused, kind, wise, patient, and brave. Even if you are not that person today, your words help you step closer every day. Every time you talk to yourself like a winner, you take one more small but important step toward becoming one. Your words are the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. Start crossing that bridge today. 16th, rewrite the script in your head. Everyone has a script playing in their mind. This script is like a movie or a story that runs in the background of your thoughts. It comes from your childhood, your past experiences, and the people around you. Sometimes these scripts are negative and limiting. You might hear yourself say things like, "I'm not good at anything," or "I always mess up," or even, "No one believes in me." These thoughts can feel very real, but just because you have been thinking them doesn't mean they are true. The good news is you have the power to rewrite that script. Winners understand this power. They become the authors of their own minds. Instead of letting negative thoughts control them, they erase lies and write truth. They delete fear and write faith. They remove shame and write strength. This takes practice, but it is possible. So, what is the script in your head right now? What story have you been telling yourself every day? Take a moment to stop and think about that. Now, imagine the story you want to live. What words will you choose to write in your mind? Maybe it's, "I'm capable." Maybe it's, "I'm learning every day." Maybe it's, "I can handle challenges." Or, "My past does not define me. My future is still being written." When you change the story in your mind, you change the outcome of your life. Your words shape your thoughts, and your thoughts guide your actions. When you talk to yourself with a new story, your life begins to follow a new path. You are not stuck with the old script. You can write a better story for yourself starting today. 17th. It's not magic, it's mindset. Talking to yourself like a winner is not about pretending or making things up. It's not about some kind of magic or luck. It's about mindset. Mindset means how you choose to see things, how you use your words, and how you respond to challenges inside your own mind. It's a skill that anyone can learn. It's not something you are born with or without. You build it day by day, choice by choice. Some days will be harder than others. Doubt might sneak in and fear might whisper in your ear. Old habits, negative thoughts, and limiting beliefs will try to come back. That's normal. The goal is not to be perfect or never feel fear. The goal is to be powerful. Every time you catch yourself thinking a better thought, saying a kinder word, or using a stronger phrase, you grow a little more. That is how winners win. One sentence at a time. Winners don't wait for the perfect moment or for everything to feel easy. They speak with strength even when life is difficult. They talk to themselves like a close friend who cares, a leader who inspires, and a warrior who fights for what matters. This inner conversation gives them courage, hope, and energy to keep moving forward no matter what. You have the same power inside you. You have the same choice to use your words wisely. The way you talk to yourself matters. So start today. Choose your mindset. Speak like a winner. It's not magic. It's mindset. And you are building yours right now. Final words. Change your words. Change your world. Your life is a mirror reflecting the words you say to yourself. Every choice you make, every step you take, every feeling you have, all begin with your self-talk. If your words are filled with fear, your life will be filled with fear. If your words are full of doubt, you will hesitate and hold back. But when your words are full of courage, belief, and strength, you will move forward with power and purpose. Talking to yourself like a winner is not about pride or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about giving your mind the fuel it needs to grow and thrive. It's about creating a safe space inside yourself where hope can live, confidence can rise, and dreams can take root and flourish. Start this powerful practice today. Change your words. Speak with intention and kindness. Talk to yourself like you would to someone you deeply care about. Speak like someone who truly believes in your future and your potential. And slowly, one day at a time, you will feel a shift within you. You will begin to see yourself in a new light. You will carry yourself with more confidence and grace, and the world around you will start to respond to the energy you create. Because when you change your words, you truly change your world. Here at English Achieve, we believe in the power of your words and your mind. So always remember you are listening. Speak like it matters, because it does.